Every town has stories people tell around a fire, but Blackridge had a story nobody wanted to repeat. Every year, when August arrived, the entire town changed. Doors were locked before sunset, streets became empty, and families avoided speaking about the strange events connected to those 31 days. For decades, people disappeared during this month without leaving behind any explanation. When documentary photographer Elias Mercer arrived with sound recordist Nora Quinn, they believed they were investigating an old legend. But the fear in the eyes of the residents told them something much darker was hidden beneath the rumors. On their first night, they heard the sound that every person in Blackridge feared, 3 slow knocks after midnight. When Elias checked outside, there was nobody there. But his camera captured a figure standing in the darkness, watching from the end of the street. Elias and Nora began searching through Blackridge's history, hoping to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. The oldest residents revealed that every missing person vanished in the same way. They heard 3 knocks, opened their doors, and were never seen again. There were no signs of struggle, no clues, and no answers. While investigating, Nora discovered something terrifying inside her audio recordings. Hidden beneath normal conversations were distant whispers that seemed to belong to people who had disappeared years earlier. Elias then found old photographs from past August events where missing residents appeared among crowds long after they were gone. The faces in the pictures looked exactly the same, as if time had stopped following them. The search for answers brought Elias and Nora to an abandoned farmhouse on Willow Lane, the place connected to the first disappearance in Blackridge. Inside the forgotten house, they found everything frozen in time. A family dinner remained untouched, an old calendar was stuck on August 1946, and a damaged notebook described the same mysterious knocks that haunted the town. The final pages ended with a warning about something standing outside the house every night. Before they could leave, footsteps began moving through the empty building. The sound slowly climbed the stairs and stopped outside their room. When they finally opened the door, nobody was there. Only a trail of fresh footprints leading away from the house remained. After leaving the farmhouse, Elias noticed something disturbing in their photographs. The same dark figure appeared in every image they captured, always standing closer than before. It was never visible while they were taking the pictures, but it appeared afterward. Nora continued studying the recordings and discovered the voices were changing. They were no longer just whispers, they sounded like warnings. The voices seemed to know their names and repeated messages telling them to leave Blackridge before August ended. But instead of leaving, Elias became determined to discover what happened to everyone who disappeared. Deep inside the town archives, Elias uncovered documents that had been hidden for decades. Every generation had recorded the same events, and every investigation had ended with another disappearance. The town had tried destroying records, hiding photographs, and forgetting the past, but the pattern always returned every August. Nora discovered that the missing people were connected by one strange detail: they all appeared in photographs taken after their disappearance. The closer Elias and Nora came to the truth, the more the town seemed to react. Lights flickered, recordings changed, and familiar voices began appearing around them in empty places. With only days left before the month ended, Elias and Nora decided to document everything one final time. They returned to the archive room where the oldest records were stored and discovered a hidden collection of photographs from every August for nearly a century. Every picture showed the same group of missing people standing together, waiting. The newest photograph was different. It showed Elias and Nora standing among them, even though the picture had been taken before they entered the room. They realized the mystery was not only about those who vanished in the past. It was about those who were about to disappear next. On the final night of August, Elias and Nora prepared their cameras and recording equipment inside the archive building. They wanted proof of what happened, but they soon realized they were not alone. At midnight, the 3 knocks returned, but this time they came from inside the building. The lights went out, the recordings started playing by themselves, and hundreds of voices filled the room. The cameras continued recording through the darkness. When the power returned, the room was empty. Elias and Nora were gone, leaving behind only their equipment and one final recording. Years passed, but Blackridge never changed. Every August, residents continued following the old rules, hoping the mysterious knocks would never return. Elias and Nora's unfinished documentary was eventually discovered, revealing the final truth hidden inside their investigation. The last photograph showed the missing people standing together, and among them were Elias and Nora, frozen in time like everyone before them. Nobody knows what waits beyond the 3 knocks or why August became the deadliest month in Blackridge. But the people who live there still believe one thing: some mysteries are not meant to be solved. Some are meant to be survived.